Let's go.
Wait. Hold up, Q. Yeah, feel like I'm at the tip. Hello.
Meet me at the entrance.
Bro, who is doing this?
In action.
NDABAGA Streetwear is a streetwear brand based in Rwanda. It was founded by myself in 2025, and it's inspired by one of the biggest female warriors in Rwanda called NDABAGA. Basically, we design high-quality streetwear products, such as T-shirts, hoodies, crop tops, but recently we just dropped a new collection of denim that you can see behind me. And NDABAGA is basically more than fashion. It's a story of resilience, it's a story of courage and strength, and we want to inspire everybody to be their own heroes.
Don't wanna understand. My car keys are jingling in my hands. My high heels are clicking towards your door.
Okay, so I was actually born in Cameroon, Yaoundé. I lived in Yaoundé for like 5 years, and then I moved to France with my parents. Right? My dad was French, my mom is Rwandese. Since I was 3 years old, so my mom used to tell me, because I don't remember when I was 3 years old, but my mom used to tell me that, still tells me that since I'm 3 years old, I literally dress myself. So I would refuse any sort of like dresses that she would, give me. I would remove the dress and I would kind of like dress myself. I was very much of a tomboy when I was young. Looking at the photo, actually, when I was dressing myself, I think it's kind of cool. So it was a lot of like prints, a lot of like colors, kind of clash of prints and clash of colors. So I believe styling and styling or designs or clothes in general has always been part of who I am, right? Whether I knew it or not. Also, I believe both my cultures, so the French culture that I have, and also the Rwandan, and I guess also the Cameroonian, all of these influences have been part of who I am. And then at 20 years old, I went to London, where I started working in the fashion industry. At Armani, I was a sales assistant. And I believe all of this mix, right, kind of created the woman that I am today. I was really close to my father when I was young. I lost my father in 2020, so it was like a year before I came to Rwanda. And I discovered the story of NDABAGA, I think it was in end of 2022. The fact that I also grew up as a tomboy, I even believe at some point I was a boy, which is crazy. Then I was like, okay, I became a girl after. So I think and I've always had this kind of like personality that is very like strong, I think I can do everything that I want, that I can. I'm very independent, I'm a bit of a warrior. In many ways. So I just, like I love, I see in the story of NDABAGA, I really see the love that she had for her father, right? I feel like she loved her father so much that's why she decided to become a warrior. That's why she decided to change herself, remove her breast, did all the training necessary so she could actually free her father from, the military duty that he had. So I see it almost like it's a story of love for her father and a story of love for her country. And yeah, I just feel the same, I just feel the same for my father and I guess for the country as well. Yeah, so for me, it starts with the story. It starts with the storytelling, right? What am I saying through the clothing? I was like, how can I tell the story of NDABAGA better than actually telling the story of NDABAGA written on the cloth? So for this print in particular, what I did, and actually nobody knows that, so my dad used to wear this shirt in Bujumbura. So my dad went to Burundi. He lived there for a few years where he met my mother, who was also living there. and he was wearing this like gray shirt that has like a print with written like Bujumbura on it. And when I came back here, I found the print in one of the markets, and I don't know how. When I was about to like design the new collection, I just love the placement of that print, right? But me, I wanted to like have the same kind of placement, but with Dabaga, right? So when you look at the prints, you will see. So the collection is called Dabaga the Story, and you basically take people deep into the story of Dabaga. And then so you have the written words, and then you have the graphics. So you have Papa Dabaga that we put into like a meadow, right? And then you have Dabaga that you see her like training, right? The archery. So yeah, that's how I started working on this collection. I test the fabrics to see if the fabrics are strong enough or good, they are durable. Then we work on the prints. We see if the print works, the size of the print. Then we wash the prints, see if like it stays. And once, every single process has been confirmed, then we do production.
Do you want this? Do you need it?
The real answer is I want people to feel like their own heroes. Like we really believe everybody, no matter what, what path you took, no matter what, the struggles that you went through, because I believe every single person on this earth has been going through or is going through, some struggle, some pain, and we always become stronger, right? So I feel like we are own heroes. So I want people to like feel like their own heroes. I want people to feel empowered. I want people to feel like, proud of where they come from, because there's a strong sense of like identity as well, in the brand, whether it's like African identity, but also somewhere else. I just want people to feel proud of who they are, of also wearing made in Rwanda, clothes. Honestly, building Dabaga Streetwear right now in 2026 in Kigali, Rwanda, East Africa, and Africa means everything. I'm super, super grateful, obviously, the way people are, responding to the brand. There's a big, big desire about our products, and I'm super, super grateful. And I think, when I think about our country, when I think about Rwanda and Africa in general, I feel like we need stories like Dabaga, right? Dabaga is really more than clothing. It's really more than fashion. It's really, it really evolves around the story of Dabaga. And, when people all over the world, when we think about Rwanda, we don't always think about such stories. So I think it's super important for me as the founder and entrepreneur of Dabaga Streetwear. I think it's so important that we tell more of those stories, right? Rwanda has a lot to say. Rwanda is so beautiful. The culture is so deep. And also there is this incredible story of Dabaga. So I think it's important that where Rwanda is going, we are going very far. And I feel like, we are one of the, we are becoming stronger and stronger and bigger, in the continent in general. So I think it's so important that stories like Dabaga are being told all over the world. We don't talk about African heroes. We don't talk about African female warrior, Like we always talk about white heroes, Superman, blah, 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 blah. But we don't know about Dabaga. And, she's our hero. And I think it's important that, we share a light on stories like hers. Our vision is quite simple. We want to go global. So we are going global. I want to establish Dabaga Streetwear as a global fashion brand, as one of the biggest African fashion brands globally. I would like to produce, if I don't stay in Rwanda, if it's not made in Rwanda, it will definitely be made in Africa. I think this is one of my goals, to be able to produce in the continent. I want to scale the business really, really high. In the next few months, we want to have different stores we want to be in New York, we want to be in London, we want to be in Paris, we want to be in Belgium. We want to be in South Africa, we want to be in Kenya. So yeah, I have like the long-term goals is to go really high. We also want to be collaborating with like a lot of artists because I believe it's really important. You know, I've always believed in collaboration, and fashion really goes in hand with music, but also sports. So yeah, we want to go big, guys. It's go big or go home. I am not going home. Nobody around me is going home, so we're going big. As we grow the brand, obviously we're gonna hire a lot more people. So we're gonna be hiring people, you know, within the creative industries. So I believe this will be part of the growth that we can bring into the industry here in Rwanda. But also as we collaborate with artists, as I was saying, we can also, you know, connect those global artists to the artists that we have here in Rwanda. Everything is kind of like interconnected. So the more we grow, the more, you know, we take the country with us, and obviously the economy rises at the same time. Yeah, that's my wish. Yay! Bravo! Guys, where's my Oscar? Where is my trophy?
Let me show you something.
Chibasumbunya bowe, ndukuswe nyanzo.